Good morning, Internet. This is Master Briss, and it's time for more destruction of the extreme variety in Robot Wars Extreme Destruction. It's been a while since the last one. I'm not even sure if I remember the controls, but we're gonna do something anyway. Probably not another tournament arc. Probably Mayhem? Sure, why not? Studio Silver with an Annangry.
3, 2, 1, activate!
What have I done? What have I done? Oh, I've activated Thunder Charge. You're not allowed to turn when you're doing that, apparently. Which figures, considering it's a charge. We appear to be joined by Hypnodisc, Pussycat, and Thermidor 2. So, how have you all been? Me? Life's been alright. Life is always alright, and that is a good thing for life to be. I've done a lot more on the Vietnamese crystal front, but I've just been... I don't know, I've been putting off coming back to this, probably because I wanted to sort of refresh it. Make it a little bit more fresh, so it doesn't seem as bland as it can be if you play it for extended periods of time. Let's try charging again. I'm not actually sure if that increases the damage that your charge does. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just another one of those really useless ones like Stealth Camouflage. What a waste of time that turned out to be. I do love that I can actually see bits of metal flying about everywhere. Doesn't show actual visible damage, but hey-ho. I think at some point I'm going to have to boot up my version of Arenas of Destruction for the PC and just show you how that compares. Not going to make a full game of it though, simply because the entire game is really, really long, time-consuming, and really repetitive. The actual combat mechanics are much better than this, but I don't know, I just can't see myself playing it for long periods of time simply because of the whole parts buy system, the fact that you have a limited budget, the fact that it takes ages to get anywhere. I'm pretty sure you're dead. Charge! Yeah, that worked well. Yeah, I'm changing it back for one of those. To be fair, I'm not really sure I need another turning one if I have automatic opponent lock-on, considering my choice of weapons, but... Yeah, never know. And now Hypnodisc is smoking. And I keep thinking that those skid marks in the arena floor were made by me, but they weren't, they're just pre-existing textures. And they appear to be doing a perfectly bang-up job of murdering themselves. Uni-wise, things are going well. I've gotten marks back for a couple of the things that will contribute towards my final mark in the subjects I have for the semester. I don't like the subjects I have for the semester as much as the previous ones, but on the whole they do seem to be a little better. And now it's just me and the disc. And I've lost. That went well. What am I doing? Oh, I need to press start. You lose. Try again.
3, 2, 1, activate!
Doesn't seem like there's been any change in the lineup. That's because there has been no change in the lineup. Probably gonna try another robot after this. It's funny, I went off of this for so long and convinced myself that a Nan tank was the greatest thing since sliced bread, but really, I don't want to be here. Really, he's kind of average. Although the fact that my special moves are worthless doesn't help that very much. I should probably stop using that one. Doesn't even tell me when the moves have actually charged up, which is kind of a bother. So the end game plan for this is I'm probably not going to unlock everything because that would take a really long time and involve yet more meaningless robot combat. This also means that my banter, as stupid as it is to think I even have banter, will get even worse, because there simply isn't that much original stuff I can come up with under these circumstances. My general game plan is to try and unlock every arena and then sort of go out with a bang by somehow winning gold difficulty of tournament mode. That seems like a good plan. It completes the whole Dragon Ball style arc of this, where young Sun Nanan is gradually transformed into the greatest warrior on Earth after a couple of tournaments and loads of training. Yeah, I quite like the original Dragon Ball. Never a big fan of Dragon Ball Z though. It's just a lot of Goku gets his arse handed to him, Goku does some training, Goku hands the arse of the opponent to him. Rinse and repeat. And then Majin Buu shows up, and he's shown up again in the form of a new Mewtwo form, which just looks eerily similar. I don't like it. The idea of a tail coming out of the head, it's... I don't know, it just kind of looks like someone stuck a giant sperm on a small body and called that a Pokemon. I'll probably end up playing the games anyway, simply because I've started really getting into the competitive scene. Only random battles, mind. I don't trust myself to make a proper competitively viable team with, like, synergy and entry trapping and spin blockers and all that weird terminology that I don't understand. But just giving me a team of random sixes and going against another team of random sixes is quite entertaining. I managed to get to rank 1700, I'm so proud. I know it's a terrible score, but I'm still proud of it. It's still a better score than I got in that bleeding contract practice exam. Contract law bothers me. I understand the theory, but when it comes to actually learning case law, I can't. It's just too hard. Doesn't help that all of the party names are pretty much these giant mega corporations, and that's just not... it's not entertaining. There's only so much in Torres against Mills Far East Corp you can learn. I actually know the name of that case, but haven't a clue what it's supposed to be about. Maybe it's the postal rule. I could be right, I could be wrong. I think I've lost. Yep, I've lost, and Hypnodisc has won. This doesn't surprise me. Not going to replay, I'm going to use... yeah, okay, let's go to a different arena. And use a different robot. Used. Used. Not used.
3,
So, a stick
2,
with 2 wheels.
activate.
I see absolutely no flaws with this design. How do I use this weapon? What am I doing? Seriously, what am I doing? I just seem to be awkwardly pivoting about. It kind of looks a lot like one of the invaders from the GBA port of Space Invaders. Like, there was a Gaiden game for the PS1 where there were bosses and power-ups, and they made the GBA version based off of that. And I'm not really sure what qualifies as the right way up for this thing. I'm just awkwardly flailing about, hoping that the opponents kill themselves for me. This probably isn't a viable battle strategy. What am I doing? What are you doing, Susan? And now I'm referencing a show that I've seen but probably nobody else has, which was vaguely passable and full of people doing skits. It's been a while since I've seen a good people doing skits show. For a robot that doesn't really work, I seem to be doing quite well in the health stakes, I reckon. Let's find out what this is. Oh wait, that's stealth camouflage. No way is that gonna ever be useful. I can't help but think the only way this robot could ever win anything is if it was suspended by a series of ropes just above the arena and it formed like a sort of perpetual motion flywheel of death. Or maybe they physics in this game don't allow a human player to move it properly. I don't know. I've never played against this robot, I don't think. Although it's been a while since the last parts, so I don't really remember what I did. This is going to inevitably end up being a part where I achieve absolutely nothing, isn't it? I mean, every part before now, I have managed to achieve something, and I've unlocked something, but this one, I've done nothing for 10 minutes. That's a scary thought. I'm not even sure if that did damage. Okay, I think I've sort of... well, I think I'm just sort of pivoting on the stick. Everything is just blurring into one mess of... What am I trying to do? Gain enough momentum to fire myself out of the arena? That seems to be all the circle button is good for. Awkwardly spinning. And what a surprise it didn't win me the match. That was weird. Is there anything on bronze difficulty? I want to achieve something this episode. Whew. Close call. Never using you again. Have I actually used Tornado? I don't think I have.
3, 2, 1.
And now I just remembered why I have never used Tornado. Bugger. And now I'm just gonna have to deal with that god-awful disc sound effect. Why didn't I remember the god-awful disc sound effect? And why did I just lose on bronze difficulty? I'm really not going to achieve anything this part, am I?
Activate.
Oh, and my light speed button keeps changing between L2 and R2 depending on how the emulator boots itself up. No idea what that's about. Okay, I could actually achieve something, judging by the sheer amount of damages I am giving out right now. I'm giving out more damages than the Court of Session. I just made a law joke. Damn. That shows that I'm learning something. Maybe. This really does seem to be the most efficient weapon for winning anything. Just as long as I don't come up against something else with the disc and it hurts me. Or that I don't fall in the giant pit of acid and doom. Come on. Here we go, I've actually achieved something. You win. You got the acid bath trophy. You got Wheelie Big Cheese. I thought we already had Wheelie Big Cheese. Oh well. Let's see if he's any easier to use than Weird Pivoty on the Spot Man.
Activate.
That is the button that operates the flipper. That made me slightly imbalanced. I'm now worried. Seems to be a pretty good flipper though. Probably because it's massive and it's a good shape. The wedge shape has always been the preferred shape of choice or something. Just because it lets you get under your opponent. All the stupid stuff I remember from Jonathan Pierce's commentary. And the Keepy Uppies meters come back. I missed you, Keepy Uppies meter. Haven't heard Kill Voice this episode though. Or maybe I have heard Kill Voice and I just talked over him. I hope not, I miss Kill Voice. It's been a while since I've heard from him. Last I heard he was in Morocco doing a promotion spot for... No, he wasn't. Kill Voice isn't a real person. Kill Voice is a voice that goes kill that I appropriated the sound effect for and try to turn into a recurring character with middling degrees of success. Ooh, and this video is actually going to run over 15 minutes, although just because I can make them longer, I don't think I am for this, simply because this is a game that is best enjoyed in short bursts. Going at it for longer sessions is kind of tiring. And like I said, it gets repetitive very quickly. And I have lost considerably more life than I would have liked. On the other hand, I think Tornado's the only thing left. Back away, I can't, there's a thing in the way. Ah! Whoa! Good on you, Cheese. We're using you again. You win. You got the studio. You got numbers. That didn't go so bad. End of part. Signing off.